Today was an awesome day for trading Palantir if you've been paying attention to my videos. Guys, I actually took both sides today. I did a long and a short. Guys, the chart's going to get a little crazy, but I'll quickly summarize the trades I took today. I'll make a shorts video and post it tomorrow. But anyway, the first trade I took was after this first 5-minute candle after market open. I waited for the break and retest of that, the little 5-minute break and retest strategy. And I didn't quite ride it all the way up to the $80 target that I was targeting. I got a little shaky, a little scared just because I was kind of doing, I would argue it would be a counter trend trade because we have been in a downtrend on Palantir for a little while. And then I got a little hasty. I did take my short position right when price touched our resistance here at $80. I know I should have waited for some confirmation. I've been messing around with the stochastic RSI, and to me, it just kind of made sense to take that hastily. This wasn't quite that fast, and I could have waited for some level of confirmation, but I didn't. It still worked out for me. Lesson learned, don't be so hasty. Wait for some level of confirmation. I got lucky in that regard, but I did have a lot of conviction in my levels, a lot of trust in my levels. And so I just went ahead and took it. I was willing to put the risk down, and I was willing to cut it for a loss if I was invalidated and price did break through this $80 resistance. Go ahead, let me know what trade you took on Palantir down in the comments. Maybe if you're feeling a little cheeky, you can let me know the percentage gain or loss. Again, I'll be making a shorts video on the 2 trades I took today. Alright, let's get into our analysis. The chart's going to get a little crazy in a moment, but let me start out by pointing out that we are nearing the 100-day simple moving average. And real quick, let me point out, my green line is the 20-day SMA, yellow is a 50, red is 100, and then blue is 200. Now that we have that out of the way, let's get to the levels. Now I'm not going to go over the specifics for each level in this video. I'll go ahead and I'll pin the last video up at the top, and you can check that out. I just call out what the price ranges for each level are. Now Monday after hours, we did fail into this zone here. And obviously we did get pushed pre-market today on Tuesday into this zone here. And I mean, you can see what happened. It was very tradable. It worked out very well. I also took into consideration the previous day close, which is this line right here. But something very important to note is CPI is coming out tomorrow pre-market. I believe it's 8:30 Eastern Standard. It's going to be 5:30 in the morning for me. And we're just going to have to see how price reacts. I mean, honestly, if I take any trades tomorrow, it's going to be super small position size just because I think there's going to be a lot of faking out going on and things could be potentially very choppy, or, you know, it could be a trending market day tomorrow. We'll just have to see come market open. So I pointed out this descending trend line in the last video, and obviously, you know, we held that today. I think if we're looking for upside, we're going to have to see a clear break of that with respect to this descending channel that I drew on top of it. Another structure that I didn't bring up in my last video that I've had in previous videos would be this one. I mean, obviously it's based off of this descending trend line. I just lowered the lower bound to the low of this candle here. I wouldn't get too caught up looking at the lower bound of this descending channel. To be honest, I see more significance in the midline here. And of course, you could just draw a different channel where the lower bound was, you know, where this midline is. Now, where I think there might be some more significance that we should be paying attention to would be this big structure here. If you don't see the validity in the structure, that's okay. I mean, it's the upper bound's only drawn based off of these 2 highs extended down to this low. But there is some confluence here. We have the 100-day simple moving average here, as well as this zone here where price could potentially react and bounce, let's say. Or we could fail this and then move down even lower. I trade with all this stuff on my chart. I know it's pretty noisy, but I just look and see how price reacts at each trend line, at each zone, at each simple moving average, and I make my decision based off of that. I've also been testing out the stochastic RSI. Not exactly sure how much I like it quite yet. It helped me out today, but you know, sometimes there's a lot of confirmation bias involved with these things, especially lagging indicators. I saw an interesting comment on a video that I watched earlier, and the guy in the video was talking about how, you know, RSI, stochastics RSI, MACD, so they're all lagging indicators. And someone in the comment pointed out, Everything's a lagging indicator. I mean, these levels are lagging indicators. They're all based off of past performance. There's nothing stopping a new support or resistance from being formed at a level where you would not have expected. This is just our way of rationalizing price, and I think that's a very important thing to take note on. That's why I always scale out of trades when I'm in profit, because you never know when you're going to form a new high. It doesn't have to reach your target. My main point is be careful tomorrow. The data's coming out. It could be a nothing burger. I mean, it could just come out as expected and we go sideways, or we just stay within the trend, which is currently down as of, what is that? Wednesday, February 19th. Go ahead, please hit that like button, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe. And with that being said, I'll catch you in the next one.